The Florida State Seminoles are at odds of plus 1,600 to win the 2016 College Football National Championship, and they are at odds of plus 250 to win the ACC Conference Championship. Last season saw the Seminoles go 13-1 straight up, 3-11 against the spread, and 6-8 on the over-under. After a loss in the semifinals of the first ever FBS playoff season, the Florida State Seminoles must pick up the pieces and try to remain among the ACC elite. Off to the NFL is Jameis Winston, but in comes former Notre Dame quarterback Everett Golson, who will battle Sean McGuire for the starter's spot. Only 10 starters returned to Tallahassee this season, but the circus that surrounded the antics of Jameis Winston will likely not see as much bad press in 2015. Head coach Jimbo Fisher enters his 6th season in charge, and while doubling as the offensive coordinator, his hands will be full while trying to replace 4 big bodies on the offensive line. Longtime offensive line coach Rick Trickett will only have Rod Johnson at left tackle, returning from a year ago, and he only played half a season as a starter. Sean McGuire may have the inside track on the starting quarterback, but Everett Golson comes over with 2 years starting experience at high-profile Notre Dame. There will likely be a decent competition in the fall to see who comes out with the job. We mentioned the circus might not be in town this season, but 2 players have already been suspended indefinitely, and running back Dalvin Cook is the latest to make the news. Cook was expected to carry the load in the backfield this season, but the recent news of him punching a woman outside a bar could have a lasting effect. Quarterback DeAndre Johnson was the first to be dismissed. Mario Pender and incoming freshman Jacques Patrick will likely see the majority of the snaps, unless Cook is reinstated at some point during the season. What gets lost sometimes in the Florida State defensive breakdowns is the fact that this is simply a middle-of-the-road defense. After being so highly touted for years as among the best defenses in the land, that is not the story anymore. Eddie Goldman and Mario Edwards bolted for the NFL after their junior seasons, and that leaves first-year defensive ends coach Brad Loing scrambling to figure out who will provide leadership in the front 4. Senior nose tackle Niall Lawrence Stample hopes to return from a chest injury that kept him out the entire 2014 season, and Derek Mitchell returns for his senior season. Injuries and off-the-field issues have left the Seminoles extremely thin at linebacker, as Reggie Northrup and Terrence Smith are hoping to be the leaders this season. Northrup tore his ACL in the Oregon semifinal playoff game, and Smith missed most of the spring with a turf toe issue. So, your guess is as good as anyone's as to who will be on the field at linebacker this season. Junior Jacob Ramsey earned All-American honors a year ago at safety, but he is likely moving to corner after P.J. Williams and Ronald Darby left for the NFL as well. The word circus seems to come up every year under head coach Jimbo Fisher. 3 non-conference games for the Seminoles will see them favored by well into the double digits, with Texas State, South Florida, and Chattanooga all making appearances this season. As a whole, the games with Georgia Tech and Florida will be the toughest for Florida State, and they should be able to win 10 games at the worst this season, despite all the off-field incidents surrounding this team. Most outlets are calling for an 11-win season, if not 12. For our Florida State Seminoles betting predictions, check out the Bang the Book Betting Center. And don't forget that the Bang the Book Betting Center is your best resource for sports betting information before you make your weekly assault on the sports books.